Braxton, and you're inside the jury box.
Hi, I'm Deray Davis. I wanted to be one of the jurors here for Miss Pat Settles It because Miss Pat is man. I love the way she handles life, and I want to see her in that place because she's been on the other side, so I want to see how Miss Pat handles it as a judge.
All right, for the honor, Miss Pat!
I wanted to be a part of the jurors because Miss Pat called me personally and threatened me, and I don't want no problems with Miss Pat.
I love Miss Pat, and when Miss Pat calls, I'ma pull up.
I think for Miss Pat to be a judge with no law degree and she just operating off her own courtroom experience, she's doing a phenomenal job.
Before we get started, don't do that, Miss Pat. I need you to cover your tears. This is not porn. They told me to. Your nipples are hard like ice cream.
I feel like we're making this comedic gumbo while trying to handle real cases. It's like fun therapy. Rather than going to court, court is always stressful. But not here. My people, they from the Tamars to the bailiff to the Carmens to the just everybody. It's just different.
We got stuff like this behind the jury box. Okay, we got our glasses on the fan so we can have easy access when we need to see something because we can't see. So we grab them right off of here. And then this the bet money. We be betting on cases back here, trying to see who gonna win what case. And this is the little bet money that we be having. So it's and this right here, I don't have no explanation for this right James. But listen, we be back here behind this box. We have a great chemistry today, the jury does. We usually agree, but it's always one person that don't agree with nobody, but it's always a fun time here behind the box.
The jury crazy as hell, as you know. Pat crazy as hell, you know. And these litigants crazy as hell, okay? We just having fun with it.
He was the essential piece of generating revenue for this business, and then I do agree that he's owed a piece. Moving right along to the meta piece of Instagram.
My fellow jurors, Carmen is like so quick with it and so funny. Ray J is just like, it's just like crazy. I mean, it's Ray J, Brandy's brother. And then Chris is like, you know, he's the white guy on the show that's meshing in with all the black folks, you know, but he's quick with it too. And it's just fun.
It's amazing because you get to see different types of perspectives in the way people put things together in chronological order. Like, if this was like a serious trial, I believe these jurors could really handle that. We ready to go to the Supreme Court after this. They got a jury on the Supreme Court, right?
I'm gonna go to my jury. Carmen, tell me what you think.
He wanted to check that ass for Drake, but that ass is fake.
I love her jokes. It's uncut. It's raw. It has a splash of ratchet, and you know me, I live for ratchet television.
K. Michelle said, can't raise no man, he already grown. What you gonna do?
All right, Chris Spangle, what you got to say?
I think Rashad is a 20-year-old guy that needs to learn some responsibility. He hasn't shown any remorse. It doesn't sound like he said, I'm sorry, and making him pay $5,000 might make him grow up.
The jury, they know what's up. You know, that's why they kind of was agreeing with me.
Yeah, I mean, the jury, all great people, you know, all great people overall. You know, I think that they were very fair, very even across the board. I do believe he paid off a couple of them, Ray J in particular. You know, them dollars came from somewhere.
I want to see countless seasons of Miss Pat Settles It. Hell, I want to see a spinoff with the jury, you know? And I would love to be a part of that because, like, I'm a part of popular culture. Miss Pat is definitely popular culture. And we are what the culture needs, to see people like us in real life situations, doing real life things, settling real things.
And there ain't no other court show like this. You know, like you got a comedian at the judge, a comedian at the bailiff, comedians in the jury, celebrities in the jury. And it's a wild environment, but it's fun.
Crazy cases, crazy people, crazy family, and guess what else? Crazy jurors, and I'm one of them. Y'all gotta tune in, it's gonna be amazing. Miss Pat Settles It,